Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about the horror genre, specifically the horror genre in video games, and how what is really wrong with it and why is it so bad right now. The last horror game that we actually had that was really fantastic and good and that innovated and changed was PT, but that wasn't really much of a game because that was just a playable teaser. But it was the best horror game I have ever seen in over 10 years. The last one that I was actually afraid of was Fatal Frame, and I was 6 years old when that first came out, and I was watching other people play it, and it wasn't even that scary. Well, it used to be that because in the Philippines, anyways. And now, the horror games are rinse and repeat. The only thing we see is jump scare after jump scare after jump scare after jump scare. And the ones that really changed it was Amnesia, where it was more about the atmosphere. What I would say is that atmosphere is scarier than jump scares. They are a lot scarier. This can be shown through PT, which did it fantabulously, if you want to say that. But it was horror games nowadays is really bad. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 came out, and not even PewDiePie liked it. He wasn't even scared. If PewDiePie isn't even scared of a horror game like that, that can't be good. That's not much of a horror game. Because what's wrong with jump scares is that one after the first one, after the second one, after the third one, you get tired of it and you just expect another one and nothing else. And then what also sucks about horror games is that they they drag it for a long time. What really works with horror games is if it's short and compact, like maybe 2 hours, because if it's 2 hours, usually in those 2 hours, that's when you're most afraid, and after that, you're not afraid anymore. For me, Five Nights at Freddy's, all those games is mostly about time management. You manage when they're gonna pop out, when they're gonna scare you, when the jump scare is gonna happen, and that's about it, and nothing else. The jump scares aren't even that scary, it's just a loud noise, and that's it. While in PT, you get scared, you turn around the corner of that room, of the hallway, and you think something's gonna be there, but there isn't. And when something does happen, you're extremely scared, and when you hear things from your right ear or your left ear, you're left to wonder what that is. You're left to wonder what that is, and you keep thinking to yourself, is something gonna be there? Is something gonna be there? And when you open that door, you feel like you're gonna something's gonna pop out when nothing happens, and that's the scarier part of it. Noises can really mess with your brain. They're more psychological than anything, and psychological things are scarier than when something just pops out, because that's more predictable, unlike the noises or the atmosphere. Those aren't predictable. You can't predict what that noise is and where that's coming from. So is there any way to fix this? There's a lot of ways to fix this, but I'm not a game developer, so I wouldn't know. I'm sure there's a lot of games out there that are really perfect, but the most popular ones aren't that great. Slender was also an amazing thing, or an amazing game for this, because it was also highly about the atmosphere. It didn't give you jump scare after jump scare after jump scare. But what was bad about that was you would have to keep running away, and then you would start getting frustrated, and it would be more about frustration than getting scared. Take example from Markiplier, the end of Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which is this is completely different from what do you call this than the other one, than Slender, but this is about frustration. So in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and Markiplier did his video, and then on the last video, he was more frustrated than anything. He just wanted this game to stop. He wasn't scared anymore, he was just frustrated, which isn't good for a game. If a game makes you more frustrated than scared, if a horror game makes you more frustrated than scared, then that's not a good mechanic. So, I don't, give your comments on what you guys think is bad about the horror genre in video games.